Hey everyone, so today I thought I would do my everyday get ready with me for my summer makeup and foundation routine. I've been absolutely loving all of these products and a lot of you guys asked for it in my last video, so I thought I would sit down and film it for you today. I'm getting a little bit of a late start to the day. It's around 4:30 p.m. and normally I like getting ready in the morning, but I was editing videos all day. I have so many videos planned for you guys. I'm so excited, so I'm just gonna jump right into it and get started. Move my hair out of the way. Before I start any makeup routine, I love putting the La Mer cream under my face. I love using this. I got this maybe 2 weeks ago and I find it just makes your makeup look so much more flawless and dewy, and I just love this cream. I only use this during the day. I am planning on putting up a updated skincare routine because I have updated it and completely changed all of the products, so I definitely thought that, but I only use this in the morning before I put my makeup on. For my foundation, I'm using the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation in the color 7. I've been absolutely loving this foundation. I'm going to take maybe 2.5 pumps. I'm going to apply this first with just a brush. This is a Real Techniques brush, just a dual fiber brush, and I start at the middle of my face and work my way out. I always put my initial base layer of foundation on with a brush, and then I go in with a beauty blender later. I find that if I go right in with a beauty blender, it just sucks up so much product and I waste so much more product. Whereas if I apply it first with a brush and then even it out with a beauty blender, I save so much product and get more use out of all the product. Once the first layer is buffed in, I have some left on my cap. I always put my foundation on my cap. I'm going to go in with my beauty blender and just blend everything together with the extra that I have. So now that my foundation's on, I'm going in with concealer. This is the Naked Skin Concealer in the color Medium Neutral. I like this concealer because it's really creamy and you don't need that much for the amount of coverage it gives. And I like this color because it's not too much lighter than my skin tone. I don't want that drastic under eye brightening. I've never really been a huge fan of that. And I also take it down the sides of my nose. I put it on my chin, on my forehead, and then right down the bridge. The key to really good, even flawless foundation is just really blending it with your beauty blender. I go over my entire face like 10 times each time I put a new layer on, because the more you blend it in, the more it's gonna look like skin. And that's what I always tell my friends. I always get asked, how does your makeup look like skin? That's like the #1 thing I get asked, and it's honestly taking your time between each layer, no matter whether it's creams or powders, and just really blending it in and making sure it's all seamless and you have no lines, because I hate seeing like a blunt contour line because that's so unnatural, and why would anyone have that on their face? Unless that's the look you're going for, you can definitely do that, but that's not my kind of makeup. So for my contour and bronzing, I'm using the Soleil Tan de Chanel. I feel like everyone's talking about this recently. I've actually had this for a really long time, but I've just recently gotten really into using it, and I'm gonna have to pick up another one soon. But I just put this where you would contour and I blend it out like as if it's a bronzer. You really want to make sure that you blend it into your hairline and that you don't have a weird line going where it's like white and then really tan. I like blending this up onto my cheekbone. I find that when you blend your contour up or your contour bronze, I like kind of mixing the two. It just really lifts your cheekbone and gives it a more diffused and natural look. To contour my nose, I'm taking this really flat, small contour brush. I'm just taking a little bit of that Soleil Tan de Chanel on it. I don't want an extreme contour on my nose because, I mean, my nose is, I don't mind my nose. I don't think I really need to contour it. I just find I look more put together when it's a little bit contoured. So I just go down the sides of my nose on both sides. To set everything, I'm taking the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I have this little sample size of it. I did have the Bright Secret brightening powder. I do prefer the regular translucent powder though, because it does have a slight yellow tint to it, whereas the other one is white. I'm just taking this e.l.f. tapered blush brush, and I'm going to pat that under my eye and pretty much all over my face since it's summer, and I do tend to get pretty oily. Next, I'm going to go in with the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm going to be taking this middle bronze shade on a slanted contour brush. And I'm just going to be going over where I put the Soleil Tan de Chanel very lightly. Once you blend it out with your beauty blender, it's not that intense, and it looks really natural and bronzed. So I zoomed you guys in to do my eyebrows and my eyeshadow. I'm going to quickly do my eyebrows. My eyebrows don't take me that long. I'm using the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. This is my favorite eyebrow pencil. I just start by defining the end. So for my eyes, I'm taking the Chocolate Bar palette. I'm taking this lighter color right here, and I'm applying it all over my lid just as like a quick, easy base color and transition shade. This is going to be a really fast, simple, and easy eye look, something I do every day. You guys have seen before. I'm not going to lie to you and create this whole fancy look for my everyday makeup routine, because that wouldn't be my everyday makeup routine. Next, I'm going to be taking the color right beside it, this brown color. I'm really gently just defining my crease with this warm brown color. You can definitely use your bronzer for this. I don't really have that much of a defined crease, and I find defining my crease really opens up my eyes. I start in the middle and then work my way out and blend it really well. Next, I'm going in with Half Baked from Urban Decay. It's just a really pretty light gold shadow, and I'm putting that all over my lid. Because I like more of a bronzed eyeshadow, I'm taking Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize in the color Betty, and I'm just taking that and gliding that over kind of like 3/4 of my eyelids, leaving the light yellowish gold on the inner quarter. And I'm just going to go back in and make sure everything is blended together and there's no harsh lines. Under my eyes, I'm just going to be taking the bronzer color that I put on my face from the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm just going to be smudging that under my eyes. Next, I'm going to go back in with the Charlotte Tilbury cream eyeshadow and just smudge that under my eye as well. It's a really simple bronzed eyeshadow look that isn't too heavy and perfect for every day, but it's still pretty. For eyeliner, I'm taking my favorite eyeliner from Lancome. It's just this black eye pencil, and tightlining my upper lash line all the way across. I'm also going to be taking it and just winging out the ends a little bit, just to make your lashes look a little bit longer. And I'm going to be dragging it across the top and connecting the end. I like doing it with a pencil rather than a liquid liner because it looks a little bit more smudgy, a little bit more effortless, and it's a lot easier too. I do the same to the other side. I think it's really important to get your inner corner with liner. When I don't have that, I find my look just doesn't look complete. This is really like a fail-proof, easy way to do liner. It takes me literally 30 seconds, and if it's not a liquid liner and it's kind of smudgy, you don't have to worry about it being perfect because it's not like so stark and black. So if you're having trouble with liquid liner, I still do liquid liner sometimes, but just not when I'm like in a rush, of course. Or like, I'm just curling my eyelashes really quickly. I have pretty long and curled eyelashes to begin with. I'm just gonna curl them to make sure they're extra curled. I'm taking the Roller Lash Mascara from Benefit, and I'm just gonna apply about 100 coats of mascara. Okay, so now that our mascara is on, I love tons of mascara. I can't get enough mascara. I'm gonna take MAC's Give Me Sun on a big fluffy brush and just fluff this around my face and really give me that sun-kissed look. Now it has come to my favorite part of the whole makeup routine. It's time to highlight. I'm gonna be taking the Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop collection. I'm going to be taking Prosecco Pop and popping it on the inner corners of my eyes just to open them up, and I'm also going to be dragging it a little bit under my eyes. And then I'm just going to be taking some again on a big brush and putting it on my cheeks with a little bit of Champagne Pop on top. For lips, I'm going to be taking MAC's Strip Down Liner and just lightly lining my lips. I'm not overlining my lips because I like the size that my lips are right now. I'm also going to fill them in. And I'm going to be taking MAC's Honey Love and putting a layer on my lips. And blending it together with my finger. And finally, I'm going to be taking MAC's Fashion Whim. I'm on a MAC roll today, and putting a little bit on the inner part of my lips. So that was my everyday summer makeup routine. It's really bronze and glowy, and I love it so much. I've been doing this every single day. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm just wearing my Bronze Goddess choker. It is new online. It is this most beautiful curve, so shiny but so small that like it catches your eye, but it's not overbearing. I can't stop staring at it. I've been wearing it every single day. I've gotten so many compliments on it. I think it's honestly like my favorite, most perfect choker that we've made yet. So thank you so much for watching. As per usual, leave all your comments and requests down below and I will 100% answer them. Thank you so much for all of your support. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!